Our search history is a little,
sketch.
I don't think anyone wants to
Don't
go
break
look at
into
that.
their phones. We don't want to see what you're doing.
Please don't.
Hey guys, welcome back to the AA Skin Babes pod. I'm your host, Lena, licensed esthetician, and today I have Heather,
Heather Taylor, nurse injector.
Kristin,
Kristin Sanborn. I am an esthetician.
and Kerri. Today we have a guest. Her name is Kerri.
Kerri Harkness, nurse practitioner and owner of Transformations Wellness Spa.
And what do you do there?
Ooh, I personally inject and do weight loss, hormone replacement therapy, IV therapy. We offer colon hydrotherapy and then facials and other aesthetics as well.
I say, and that's what we're going to get into today is the colon hydrotherapy part of it. Because the colon health has gotten huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's talked about a lot more. I think, in my opinion, as a millennial, we had this conversation. We're not getting back on that one. But as a young person on my social medias, colon health, like gut health, all that has gotten huge. So what is colon hydrotherapy?
Colon hydrotherapy is also known as a colonic or colon irrigation. So basically, it's warm, purified water that is flushed through the colon and cleanses your colon. It's a speculum that's inserted into the rectum. I know that's the not fun part.
I have watched so many videos on that. Not the process of doing it, but like TikTok, there's an account. I don't remember what her name is, but there's an account and you watch like
the
what
whole
comes
process.
out.
Yeah.
And as gross as it is, it's also a little satisfying.
Mhm.
Would I ever do it? Probably not.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Yeah.
Don't
I
knock
mean,
it till
I
you try
feel
it.
like we should all try it at some point in our lives. Why
Yes,
not?
and you guys can come try it whenever you're ready.
Hey guys, sorry for interrupting your show today, but we have merch. Don't forget about our merch. It helps go to our show. We have a limited quantity. Thank you. We have a limited quantity of these cups, so make sure you go get yours. And thank you for watching.
But we have two different options. So there's like a closed system and an open system. So an open system is probably what you saw. It's like a smaller speculum, and you can see like a larger stool come through like the tube. Whereas the closed, the therapist inserts the tube and they stay in there with you the whole time. It is a smaller system and it's closed because there is no open system. But there's an odor or anything like that as far as like discomfort, like for 3 seconds, I mean, and then you're fine. Your body relaxes, and then you feel so much better afterwards. I mean, you literally feel like you've been cleansed. Like I don't feel like eating a bunch of junk or heavy stuff because I just feel clean and empty. So, anyway.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
I know.
I know a lot of people. Actually, I could use that.
Well, because don't they say like everyone has anywhere from like 3 to 5 pounds of just like sludge in their intestines and.
Yeah, and granted, Elvis was, opiates and stuff, but he had like, I've heard 20, I've heard 30 pounds of stool crammed in his gut.
Oh,
Granted, he had a sluggish gut due to that, but still, I mean, we can carry, some people say 20 pounds of waste,
Who says
around.
that? Because I did not hear that one.
About Elvis?
No, about you carry that much weight of sludge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, think about all that just sitting in there and,
I would
excreting.
I'm the queen of junk, so.
We know you're the queen of junk.
Does it say no?
We've seen you eat.
I know.
You still have good metabolism. You're young. Just wait.
Ice cream for days, even though I'm lactose intolerant.
Oh,
We know we all suffer at the shop whenever you eat ice cream. It's like punishment to us.
Who thought it was a great idea to put an ice cream shop with homemade ice cream right across the street from us? No, not good. Not good. Okay, so I guess that answers the question of who benefits from it, like anyone and everyone.
Yeah. Pretty much. So, I mean, some people use it just to like detox or to reset their gut because, your gut is your second brain. So if your brain's toxic, I mean, your gut, which is your second brain. I mean, that too. But it can affect even, your brain. So people can have like skin issues. They can help with that potentially. Of course, constipation, bloating, gas, just detox, but just restoring that gut microbiome because if it is full of stuff literally, then, it can't thrive and flourish like you want it to. So some people will do it like for a reset, like IBS, gas, bloating. I mean, literally, if you look at the list, I mean, everybody.
What is
Could
your average
benefit.
age?
Oh my
Is it
gosh.
all age levels or are you seeing more 30 and under, 50 and over?
It varies greatly. We have a few pediatric kids that have like, chronic issues. But if I had to guess, I would say, gosh, it's everybody, 30 to 50. But, we have the kids that their parents have talked about it, or, like telling the mid-level age people telling their parents about it, and then they get the whole family. So, everybody, like ones that are younger, like you were talking about, like millennials that are just wanting like all on this gut health train and wanting to like, okay, let me reset this. Hopefully this will boost my weight loss efforts or improve my skin health or my brain fog. And then some people just want to detox, and then some people just need help. So
how often is it recommended? Just like for normal gut health, would you say?
Some people do it monthly for maintenance. Okay. So that I would say monthly maintenance.
Okay.
Usually we recommend like a few close together because, the colon is like 5-6 feet long. So getting like all that cleaned out and then kind of having a fresh, clean slate. And then people usually do it once a month. And some people just do it as needed if they have an issue or they're wanting to reset.
Okay, so this wasn't on my list of questions, but honestly, I have been slam packed this last couple weeks, and I did not look. Normally, I look everyone up, and I just did not have a whole lot of time. So I didn't know that you did the weight loss and hormones and all of that because I just did not. I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good. I get it. We're just
I feel terrible now, but
no, don't.
So I didn't have this on my list of questions, but where does this like go in with those people that are on GLP-1s and weight loss? Because that slows gut function, correct?
Yep.
And so where would this lie with those kind of clients?
Yeah, so I was thinking about that on the way here because I do a ton of weight loss. And so whether they do it before starting on it to kind of have a clean slate so they're not already packed with stuff and then we're slowing it down, or once they've started on it, then they will get a couple back-to-back and then as needed.
So does this help boost your, the results for those already seem so fast. Like that weight loss, with that drop of weight already seems like it hits so fast. But does this help like boost your results?
I would say yes, it definitely can. I don't want to say it's like a weight loss. People are like, oh, I'm going to go get this and lose weight. Well, it's not.
If you're already doing the GLP-1,
if you're
planning on
impacted already and you have 10 pounds sitting in there, of course you're going to look like you're going to feel better, you're going to feel thinner, you're going to be able to function better.
Yeah, and I think it does, promote, a better environment for, the GLP-1s.
So what about like parasites? Because I keep seeing all the parasite cleanses.
I just talked to you about this actually, and I thought about this on the way up because I actually asked Heather about parasite cleanses.
Because that's like a whole rabbit hole.
I know.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
I wormed you when you were like 6 months old, and that's just what happens.
Yeah.
Well, there's like an oil that's hot on TikTok that you like put in your kids' drinks and your drinks. Like, do I need to be doing that?
I'm not an expert.
Seen
yes,
parasites?
Yes, the girls have.
Okay.
I don't, perform them, the colonics, but yes, the girls have seen them.
Okay.
And they've even had like people like holler and say, "Hey, come look at this," And we do recommend like doing the actual like parasite cleanse along with that, and that just helps promote the
because there could still be live.
Well, okay, so I have horses, and we worm horses every month, and even if we worm them, like there's still eggs and stuff. Like now I'm really thinking about doing a cleanse.
She goes down a rabbit hole.
I went down all the rabbit holes, you guys. Well, I always do.
You should look up Taylor Duke's Wellness because she does it for her kids regularly. So she's a nurse practitioner. She actually had brain cancer, related to parasite. It's a whole nother rabbit hole. We won't go there. But she deworms her kids monthly, regularly, does the cleanse.
Well, they say in other countries that's a normal practice. That's a normal thing.
We do it to every other animal.
Yeah.
So I say go for it.
Yeah, okay.
Dang.
I didn't even think about that. That'd be so cool to see.
I know we need to do it.
We think Lena has a tapeworm.
You've said that since I was like 5.
She does.
Because there's gotta be this big around.
She eats everything, and she's like teeny tiny,
but
and
that's
so I'd be interested to see
I
if
have
Lena's
a
got a
feeling
tapeworm sitting in there.
it'd be out, but like I would know by now.
I feel like you're going to hit 35, and it's going to be like
no, it's not.
Your metabolism's just going to be like. Whoa.
No, it's not. We're not doing. You don't wish that on me.
I'm not wishing it. I'm just telling you.
I like being skinny. All right. Okay, so now let's shift to more of skin conditions, and because they say like how you are on the inside reflects on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
If your gut's compacted and full of nasty stuff, like your skin's gonna reflect that. So. Do you agree with that statement?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I think, with...
Making sure I'm not out of left field here.
No, I think with any condition, like multifaceted approach, like, obviously our regular skincare and hydration and all those things. But yes, because if your gut is toxic, then those toxins can leak, outside of your gut into your bloodstream, and it will show up some way, somehow. So I do believe that if your gut is toxic, and, of course, diet, there's all this conflict on how much of a role it plays, but they say sweets, may have and yeast loves sugar and all those things. But so, yes, it can, because it can help improve lymphatic drainage. It can decrease inflammation, and just eliminate toxins that may be contributing to
I say, because
skin
when I was looking
conditions.
all this stuff up, the biggest thing was like acne and stuff. But acne's a whole nother thing. Like, it's
Right.
going to be your gut, it's going to be your products, it's going to be what you eat,
Hormones.
your
Yeah.
hormones, all that all together. Acne is
Exactly.
so hard. And it's so hard. I have so many young acne clients, also like my age, 20s, 30s acne clients. And they're like, do I need to be doing all this? I'm like, girl, we got a lot to work through here. It's a little bit of everything.
Mhm.
And so when we were talking about this, like, is what I'm eating? I was like, well, we're talking to a colon hydrotherapist, so let's put that on the table here. It might be a factor.
Mhm.
Might be something like, hey, it'd be worth trying.
Yeah.
If you have stubborn acne that we have done all the other things, it might be worth trying.
Yeah, like an elimination diet, trying to cut out sugar, dairy, things like that, and just seeing. I mean, that's what stinks. It's like a process of elimination, but the colon, the colonic can definitely help, aid in that to kind of get you a fresh, clean slate, and then like eliminate some things and kind of see where,
Where you
Oh,
like.
But yeah,
here's a
there's
good
so
one.
many.
Whenever you clean out, are you going to kind of detox through everywhere? Like,
Pretty much, yeah. And so some people have like mild like fatigue or like maybe even a headache. This isn't real common, but like, you're detoxing
Yeah.
literally, so your body can feel a little drained. So that's why we recommend hydrating a lot before. But yeah, your kidneys, lymphatics, everything just
you might
starts
see
getting rid of stuff.
you might see some changes happen.
Oh.
Are there any risks or side effects to a nice deep colon cleanse?
I think like I just touched on, the main thing would be maybe cramping. We're filling up your colon, with water. It's and some people may have nausea because you're stirring all that around. Of course, with any procedure like inserting a device, there is a risk for like infection or a perforation, which has never ever been documented in the 40 plus years that the provider that I bought the place has been doing it. I mean, it's small, it's barely inserted. Of course, if you had, like, I think your next question was kind of, sorry,
No, you're
jumping
fine.
up, but about like who wouldn't be a good
Yeah,
candidate.
yes.
Obviously, if you have like active bleeding hormones or fistulas or anything like that, that wouldn't be a good candidate, or ulcerative colitis, Crohn's, diverticulitis, things like that. However,
So this wouldn't be good for someone with Crohn's?
well, that's what I was going to say. So generally speaking, we have to have that blanket statement, but I've had a GI doctor like write a prescription for it for
Really?
me to do for his Crohn's patients, because I'm like, that's, that's a contraindication. That's what we were taught. But he's like, no, they need it. So I'm like, okay, just back it up and we'll do it. So of course, we don't just want everybody with Crohn's just walking in and
Right.
Yeah.
But
Like, get a note from your doctor.
yeah, and then it definitely can help.
If someone was going to do like a parasite cleanse, hypothetically, would they do that before the colon hydrotherapy or after, or what do you
We've
suggest
talked about
on
that, and I think either way is beneficial, but I would start the cleanse first.
Okay.
You gotta kill the worms and then get
Yep.
them out.
Yeah.
And then flush them out.
And then how about like probiotics? Like, do
Yes.
you recommend for gut
Ooh,
health
yes,
probiotics?
That's a good one.
For sure, because that was like one of the first things I said when I started getting colonics. I'm like, what about all my good stuff? We're going to flush all that out. And, we talked about, well, if it's toxic, it's not thriving and healthy anyways. And we have trillions, like 100 trillion. So I always recommend that in general, but especially if you're, going to be flushing out the colon.
Okay.
And I just recommend like a high count, probiotic, like 20 billion. Some do 30, 50 billion, but you want to have multiple strains of bacteria because they all help with different things. But yeah, I'm a big probiotic, prebiotic.
Now, do you have people
my
come
probiotic I've
together,
been taking is fake.
like friends, like do it together?
Yeah, so we have two different, like the open and the closed. And so we have had people like hang out in there with them while they do it and take turns, or like you do this one, I'll do this one, and then we'll talk about which one, why would you choose
do
one.
it.
Yes. I've had couples and then friends, and I'm like, hey, I couldn't do that, but hey,
I'm gonna start
here for
gifting
it.
colonists to have a couple's massage and couple's colon cleanse. I would hate to see what came out of that man's colon.
And Lena would
mine's
take
bad.
pictures and videos of it. Yes.
Hey, I mean, maybe you're onto something. Couples that cleanse together,
Stay together. There you go. I'm loving it. I'm loving this idea. I can't wait.
Oh,
I'm
could
totally
you
doing
imagine
I'm
it.
excited.
me taking
Come do it.
Colin to go get a colon?
Oh, I think it would.
I think
I
it'd be
think
great.
he
would be
climbed the wall like
amazing.
a cat.
It would be hilarious.
Well, I can say my husband was like, oh, heck no. Before I bought it, I'd always was coming to get him. He's like, there is no way. Then I buy the place. He's calling, hey, do you guys have any openings? Do you have any open? I mean, because you feel so much better. So I'm like, don't knock it till you try it.
So now he's like,
if he can,
he's a colon hydrotherapy junkie.
right, he's an advocate for sure. I'm like, see?
I really need to take Colin.
Well, I think that this is something that we'll probably be trying in the future.
I agree.
Yeah, all you girls can
I'm
come
gonna
try
get
it.
on the books.
Literally.
But I gotta do I really think parasites are part of the problem of like my drugginess and everything. I really think parasites are. I got worms.
We know you're wormy.
I'm gonna start dragging my butt across the carpet like a dog.
Then we'll really know.
Isn't that
All right, girls.
Gosh.
Move on, Miss Lena.
anal glands? Right?
Maybe both. I think both.
Oh my God.
Okay, we gotta take Heather out of this room, guys. The bad thing is Heather and I go down the same rabbit holes. Like
We know.
it's always lost.
It's like
Sometimes
feeding
I'm
each
happy to be
other.
And so
lost.
we
I don't
get
really
into
want
these
to know what you guys are
conversations.
doing. I don't care.
Heather and I are on the same page. No one else is.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at you like, ooh,
I know.
don't want to know.
We
It all
also
started
ride.
with P. Diddy.
Oh, the P. No.
We can't get in on that. It's an ongoing court case. We're out.
True.
I don't know if they can sue us, but
We
I'm not
signed
getting
an
sued.
NDA. We can't talk about it.
It started at P. Diddy, now we're on the worms.
Yeah.
Okay, so our search history is a little
Sketch.
I don't think anyone wants
Don't
to go
break
look at
into
that.
their phones.
No,
We don't want to see
please.
what you're doing.
Please don't.
Okay, sorry, off topic here. I'm actually okay.
Squirrel.
I totally lost. Anyone got questions for her? Because I lost my train of thought here.
No, I think this has been a great conversation
No, I
because
love it.
it's something new whenever we.
I mean, I don't think this is new, but I think it got popular.
well,
right.
I think it got popular. I think we didn't know about
And
it.
normalized, too.
And so
Like it
I'm
just-
really glad that we were introduced and that we are learning something new every day.
Yeah.
And just
love it.
and this
We're
is
gonna come
why
see
I
ya.
love
Good.
our podcast is about skin, but I love the guests we've had because not like we haven't made it just about skin. Like our clients want to know how to feel good.
Yes.
Well, and it's so much even goes in with skin and integrity of the skin. I mean,
everything's all
gut health.
bound
Yeah,
up
it's
together.
all, yep.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for hanging out with us today.
Thank you for having
Miss,
me.
Kerri
Harkness.
Harkness. Thank you. All of my
Thank you.
clients also know this. I will always know your face before I know your name.
Yeah.
I'm terrible with names. I only know Heather's because I have to deal with her every day.
Yes. And she comes from us from Transformations in Lee Summit.
Yep.
So give her a holler.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you guys for hanging out with us and watching our show today. If you have any questions, please leave us comments in the questions in the comments below. That way we can answer what you guys want to hear. Also, if you have any questions for Kerri on gut health and colonics, colon hydrotherapy, maybe we can bring her back on the podcast
That's
if
what
we
I was
have
thinking,
yeah,
too. 'Cause people will end up
Well, and
asking
I
a
didn't
lot of
know she
questions
did-
afterwards.
as much as she did.
Mhm.
Like I said, I'm sorry. I did not research
It's all
it.
good.
Normally I
Life.
stalk everyone, but I have a 2-year-old and this life has been rough. It's been
I
a
get
little
it.
crazy. So bring you back on, talk about some other stuff you do at your
Yeah.
place. And thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.